Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you very much, Larry. You are looking live at the Georgia Dome here in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. On the return, the old reliable Devin Hester, the veteran. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that's the connection, Ryan, to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down. Now, that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And it's second down. Brady to throw on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, here's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Ryan now to throw on third. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience...
And now it... Timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
To review the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Brady now on first down. Wide open, Gronkowski. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, New England. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many because once they get going, look out. Things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career. And it's evident when you see that.
And that's saying something.
That's saying something right there. But he's earned it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Brady. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the 2nd one.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. Gets a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the gadget play gets him into the end zone. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, Freeman muscles him off. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Obviously, the offense thought they had something going by trying to go wide on a short yardage play. But how about the defense?
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got a decision to make here on 4th down and 2. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. And some room to roam now. Pat Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. And a tight ball game here, and in these close ones, every drive becomes magnified.
And we don't want to overuse the word critical, but it feels that way as they head out there for this possession. They need to get the ball back and give their offense a chance to get them totally back into this game.
We'll see if the defense can do just that here. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Brady gives now to Bell. comes back. Here, losing yardage back to the 16.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety. You never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
Now Brady throwing on second down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Tyson Jackson getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
Now Brady. The throw left side complete to Hogan. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I heard all the stories. I watched some of the tape of the old school guys, the throwback guys who were the punishing runners and knocked people aside to pick up yardage. I'm so glad I was sitting here today and got to see it with my own eyes.
The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's Ryan to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it 3rd down. Time to step aside. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long.
The defense has got to be kicking themselves. They forced them into a 4th and long, and I mean long. And yet a running play picked up the first down. How does that happen?
On first down, Ryan. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
Now and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
It's caught outright, Amendola. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Brady surveying the field. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a play fake. Brady. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Rashid Hageman in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. He's got time in the pocket. And right side caught. Hogan. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And it's a gain of 17 that time. And that leads to an Atlanta first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Freeman again, a first down carry. Give him 18 on that one. And it'll be first down Atlanta.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over about 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, nice move. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Patriot offense now set to come back out on